What is going on, you guys? Shadow X back with you for another Dokkan battle video, and one of your boys' favorite characters in all of Dragon Ball is getting an LR. This is actually very surprising. Um, Tapion here and Minotia as a summonable LR. Now, what's interesting is a couple days ago I did mention that we needed new representation of these characters. And funny enough, let me actually switch over in game here so I can point one thing out here. Is once we got this announcement in the news, it was obvious as day that Tapion was the next LR for part two of this Videl celebration. Um, given the fact that they've been trending with this movies theme celebration for the last 4, 5, 6 Dokkan Fest celebrations, it was obviously going to be something movie related, and we had speculated that Tapion was a really good idea, and this announcement just further confirmed that theory. So, one of my favorite characters in all of Dragon Ball is getting in an LR. So I feel like I have to summon now. I need this Tapion. Um, so and also this Trunks is getting an awakening, as you guys can see right there. We'll talk about what these characters do in a minute, but let's head over back to um, Safari here and talk about these characters. So here's Tapion's LR card art. Definitely looks really good. His super attack animations are incredible. I would easily say they're top 5 in the game. They went super ham on them. I was super blown away when I first saw them. So let's check out the card arts here. Here's his TUR art with Minotia there. Definitely looks pretty clean. And then obviously the two of them side by side. Definitely pretty clean arts in my opinion. I definitely love the way they went with them. So I have to summon for this unit. Again, he's one of my favorite characters in all of Dragon Ball. So we will definitely be going in for them when they drop. Here's Tapion's new category that he introduces into the game. It is the legendary timeless legends category. So again, another one of these what the hell are they going for categories. Honestly, this category is very random. Like, it's basically just characters that died over a long ago. They were killed. They were um, sealed away. I guess is what they're going for. Um, I don't know. It's not a horrible category. It's definitely not anything crazy. Nothing in the top 10 realm. I'll just tell you guys this for free. I promise you in about a week, you're not going to find Tapion friends in the friends list. So, again, this is just another one of these shitty categories that over time no one is going to run. So, have fun with Tapion and his leader skill. So, here are the super attack animations. Let's actually check them out because, again, as I mentioned previously, these look incredible. This is easily a top 5 super attack in the game. So, let's watch this. How about we just watch a movie instead? Because that's literally what this is. There you guys go. Um, Hopefully you guys enjoyed that movie because that's literally what it was. Um, Dude, these animations are clean. They're so clean. They're just insane. Moving on. So as I mentioned, this kid Trunks from the Wrath of Dragons movie is getting an awakening. He's solid. He's nothing crazy, overly broken, busted, nothing like that. But he's definitely usable. We'll talk about what he does in a minute. Let's actually check out his super attack animations real quick, and then we'll move on. Let's enlarge this. If it'll let me. Okay, apparently it won't let me. Maybe I have to go to Twitter. Hold on. I don't know what's going on, but let's just play it from here. I'll zoom in so you guys can see. Anyway, pretty clean. Nothing crazy. One thing I will say is, with this little celebration, I was really hoping that we'd get like a memory skill or a skill memory of, Tapion playing his flute. But the fact that it's already in its super attack animation, probably we're not getting that, which is a little disappointing because I always felt like that would be a really good support memory, and maybe could seal the enemy's attack for like 2 turns or something like that, like something really useful. But we could get a support memory that does something along those lines. We'll see. Probably tomorrow morning when we get the celebration info. But keep in mind the celebration is only going to be like a week long because Golden Week is around the corner. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with the celebration. So we'll see. Anyway, let's move along here and talk about what Tapion does. I definitely think he's pretty good. I just realized my scene here is not showing the entire window here, so anyway, whatever. We can still see what's going on here. So Tapion and Minotia here, their leader skill, again, introducing the new category, Timeless Legends. Call it what you want. Another one of these BS categories that we have no idea what they're going for. But again, it's not anything crazy. It's a decent category, I'd say. But we shall see what they do with it in time. But they also lead Siblings Bond, which is good. Category 3 key, and then 150% to stats. So again, it's an interesting leader skill, I'd say. The super attack here on 12 key, they cause colossal damage and lower attack and defense, so that's not bad. The 18 key, great lowers attack for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage and massively lowers defense. So again, I hate lowering defense. I just feel like it's such a worthless ability. If that was massively lowering attack, that'd be so crazy. Especially for them because they have damage reduction on super attack. They're already invincible, but that would literally just furthermore make them even more invincible than what they already are. So I guess I see why they made him lower defense, but still, again, just a worthless ability in my opinion. The passive here, attack and defense 130% for free. Timeless Legends category allies 2 key, 20% attack and defense, and then Siblings Bond category allies 2 key, attack and defense 20%, and then they get a medium chance to perform an additional super attack when launching Ultra Super Attack. And then they get 13% damage reduction for each super attack performed during a turn. So they're not going to be one of these units that's shitting out a 10 million attack stat super effective against all types like LR Turles. You can't compare them to that level of power. But defensively speaking, they're like a god. Especially with AGL Tapion and his EZA. That 1-2 rotation right there is going to be like untouchable. Like there's nothing in the game that can touch that rotation. This unit is going to be one of the best units you could take in like something like the God of Destruction event. They're just going to tank everything. And, this little bit at the end here, I'm actually not the craziest. This little 30% damage reduction during the turn. I don't feel like this unit really needs that when they're already going to be sitting at 250k defense starting the turn, right? Again, and then you have AGL Tapion rotation, it's like, what's the point? At Rainbow Star level, I feel like that's useless, but I guess if you have this unit with no dupes or something like that, that 30% damage reduction on super attack could be useful because if this unit super attacks 3 times, that's 39% damage reduction that they're getting. So you stack that on top of the defensive buffs that they're giving themselves. Starting the turn, 200k defense. Like this unit is not taking damage. Again, this is not a unit that's gonna be doing 7, 8, 9 million attack stats. They'll hover around 2, 3 million, maybe. In the right situation at their best with their active skill, which we'll talk about in a minute, you probably could get this unit at like a 5, 6 million attack stat at best, which is really good, but it's not like, Jiren level, LR Turles level, nothing like that, right? But this unit is still unbelievably good, right? Don't get me wrong. So the active skill condition here, able to be used once 4 turns have elapsed from the start of battle, and there's there's another Timeless Legends category and Siblings Bond on the same team. So the fact that it's on the same team and not on the same turn definitely is what we're looking for. I definitely like that restriction a lot better than having to be on the same turn. It just makes it less restrictive and more functionable that way. So what it does, it removes allies status elements from the allies, and all allies get 2 key and attack defense 20% for 2 turns. So that is like ridiculously strong. That's super crazy. 2 key and attack defense 20% for 2 turns. So that's like, you know, insane. And it's not a tough condition to get. Literally, it's just turn 4 and a Timeless Legends or Siblings Bond category on the team. Category ally on the team. You're going to get that all the time. If you're running this guy the right way, in the proper ways that you should be, you're going to be able to get that off for free. Pretty much in anything that you're doing in the game. This guy is going to be incredible for difficult modes in the game, which is clearly his design. He's not, like I've mentioned, he's not one of these units that's going to be one-shotting everything in the game. That's not his functionality. I will say though his links are a little bit wonky. As with Tapion units, it's one thing to expect. He has hero, experienced fighters, brainiac, school judgment, solid support, fierce battle, and legendary power. And then he's on a few categories. Another issue with this character is his categories. He is a little bit limited. He is on Timeless Bond, Movie Hero, Siblings Bond, Joint Forces. Let me actually scroll down because can I? I cannot. On your display, it might not be showing it because in OBS, my settings got all screwed up, and I didn't realize that when I started recording. So I have to fix it off camera, so I apologize for that. But those are his categories, as I mentioned. So he's very restricted in that manner. So I'd probably not revert summoning for this unit, only because he's very restricted. But he is definitely a top LR in the game, no doubt about that. Why do I have this pulled up? I don't know. We don't need that. Alright, let's talk about this Tech Trunks and what he does with his awakening. So, his leader skill is fodder. Don't even worry about that. His super attack, he stacks attack and causes supreme damage, so he'll be pretty useful for longer events. He also has a unit super attack, which raises attack and causes supreme damage and performs a critical hit for 1 turn. So he has guaranteed crits. So that is valuable. Any unit that has that definitely makes him viable in terms of, damage output, right? Now keep in mind he is free to play. His stats are pretty low, so he's not going to be doing that much damage, but, guaranteed crits makes him hit a little bit harder in that manner. And then his unit super attack can be activated when there's an ally whose name includes Tapion attacking in the same turn. So obviously, just like with most unit super attack characters, their conditions are pretty much the same. They have to have that specific character in the same turn, so that's to be expected. His passive here, he gets attack and defense 70% plus an additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super attack. He also has a medium chance of performing a critical hit plus an additional attack and defense 7% per movie heroes category ally on the team. All allies defense 30% and attacked enemies attack minus 20% for 2 turns when there's an ally whose name includes Tapion on the team. So again, he is a pretty solid support type unit for movie heroes. Giving 30% defense is helpful. Like LR Tapion even needs it. Again, the damage reduction that he has on top of the 275k defense that he's going to be sitting at turn 1. He doesn't really need this Trunks, but he'll definitely help. This Trunks is solid, as I mentioned previously. He's nothing crazy. He's not horrible, but I feel like they could have made him a little better. Maybe he'll get an easy A down the line in the future. We'll see. Again, his links are a little wonky though. Z Fighters, the Innocence, Royal Lineage, World Tournament Champion. Like, why does he need that link? That link sucks. Well, it's not horrible, but you're never going to get that active. So, money, money, money. Like, why? Solid support, shattering the limit. So, again, links are a little bit wonky there. And then he's sort of like LR Tapion, limited on the categories that you're going to use him. Hybrid Saiyans, Movie Heroes, Vegeta's Family, Youth, and Prodigious Warriors. So again, we checked out his super attack animations. They look okay. This unit is solid, as I mentioned a couple times already. Nothing to jump out of your seat for, right? So Here's the release schedule for these few characters. Obviously, they drop tomorrow night at 1 a.m. So, of course, I will be summoning, again, as I mentioned. Tapion is one of my favorite characters in all of Dragon Ball, so I feel like I need him. He is a must-have unit, in my opinion, for me personally. Now, I will say with this little celebration, we don't know yet, but one thing that is disappointing, as I mentioned a couple days ago in one of my other videos, that I would have liked to have seen is an awakening for this guy, um, Tapion's brother, Minotia. Uh, I don't understand why they didn't give him an awakening. Um, well, actually, we know that he's not getting an awakening because we have the data download. Like, what am I doing? What am I thinking? This is the data download video. Why didn't they give this guy an awakening? They could have made him a support type unit for Tapion's new category. Because that category sucks, and having this guy on there as a support type unit or something like that would have really helped that category. They needed to make this guy relevant, and they did in the fact that he is included in the new LR Tapion card. But this guy has been in the game since 2017. Like, he needs an awakening, an EZA, something. Like, I don't understand why they didn't awaken this guy, and why the hell did they not awaken Hoi, like the main villain of the freaking movie outside of Harugarn. Like, they could have given this guy an awakening, an EZA, something. Make these two characters relevant. They've been in the game forever, and their SRs, like, they need awakenings. Like, that's one weakness that Dokkan has had, is they need to awaken SRs that have been in the game forever. So that's one improvement in the game that I'd like to see over time. But for now, I just don't understand, especially considering this little celebration is in regards to the Wrath of the Dragon movie. There's a lot that needs to be done in regards to representation from that movie, and just giving these characters awakenings would further that argument that I have in terms of this little celebration, in terms of content, right? Give these guys awakenings, EZAs, make them relevant again, because they're in the game for a reason, So, I don't know. That's just kind of my criticism that I have with this little celebration, but we'll see. Once 11 a.m. hits tomorrow and we get the celebration info, maybe they'll surprise us and they'll throw awakenings in for these guys, but, more likely than not, they're probably just collecting dust forever in our boxes. So, cool. Alright, now, here's the big surprise that I want to see. Probably not in the celebration, obviously not, but I think for Golden Week, we could see this guy EZA. I think it's like a guaranteed staple. Like, I don't want to confirm that, but I just feel like, where there's smoke, there's fire. The celebration completely leads up to this guy getting an EZA. I just think it would make the most sense. And with the previous LR EZAs that we've had, they would make this guy insane. Like, this guy is going to be one of the best LRs in the game for free. He would be a really, well, he's not even on Tapion's new category, so that kind of sucks. But obviously, this guy's on several categories. Definitely an LR that everyone loves. This guy's going to be insane with his EZA. And I think he's a very likely candidate for Golden Week. So keep this, kind of in the back of your minds that this guy could EZA within the next 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for sure, right? And then, is that all we have? No. I forgot to talk about, or I didn't forget, but here's the next thing I wanted to talk about. The missions for the legendary campaign for Babidi and Majin Buu. It's so soon that they came out, right? And then we're also going to be getting a new version of Baton Battle. So I did mention that we probably could be seeing this in the celebration a couple days ago, and it looks like I was right. We're getting a new Baton Battle. I like Baton Battle. I just think the rewards suck, and I don't feel like from a long-term player standpoint that it's worth it. The only relevant stage that you should ever be going for is the potential orbs. Well, not stage, but little game mode, if you will, that you should ever touch is the potential orbs. Literally, it's the only form of currency that is not grindable out of all the other little, baton modes that you can do, right? You have to do the potential orbs. Even if you're a player that you don't think needs them, just do it. Right? And then, so let's talk about the legendary campaign. Global just got Babidi, or they're about to get Babidi and Majin Buu. So, It's so soon that they're getting the legendary campaign, but literally get them done. Free rewards to be had. I definitely like these legendary campaigns, and I feel like we're closing in on a new legendary character probably coming soon, right? A Prime Battle LR, I mean. I feel like we're closing in on the next one, which is probably going to be Trunks, right? Is it Trunks or Vegeta? It's one of the two. I can't remember right now, but I think it's Trunks. He's going to be insane with his Prime Battle. I'm talking about legendary campaigns after this one. I think it's Trunks, right? I don't remember. Anyway, I wonder what the next Prime Battle LR is going to be. I feel like we're closing in on it. We'll see. Anyway, anything else that we need to talk about? Nope, not really. Anyway, again, we should be getting celebration info in like the next 15 hours, maybe, probably less. But we shall see. Again, the celebration is only going to be like a week long because literally Golden Week is around the corner and a couple weeks away. It's going to be movies themed, I would have to imagine. So we'll see what they might end up doing. Maybe Resurrection F with LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku EZA. I don't know. Um, he does go Super Saiyan 3 in Resurrection F, right? Or no, not Resurrection F, Battle of Gods, when he's fighting Beerus, when Beerus shows up to King Kai's planet, right? And Beerus just, like, literally one-shots him. Just a little tap on the neck, and Goku's out. But I don't know. Movies is up in the air in terms of, what's coming for Golden Week. There's just so many infinite possibilities. I'm super excited. Should you summon for this Tapion? No, you should not. But if you're like me and he is your favorite character in the game, then, at that point, I would say, summon for your favorite characters in the game. If it makes you happy, then blow your stones, right? But just understand that Golden Week is around the corner. We're going to be having better banners that are much more worth your stone. But Tapion is definitely a very impressive LR. I don't know if he's even in the top 10 LRs. I don't know if he's on that level of power. But he's definitely a unit that could get you he can get you through difficult events. So keep that in consideration if you're, someone that needs a unit like that. You think this character might be able to help you out in an event that you're struggling in, then by all means, maybe try your luck and, spend a few stones and see if you can pick up this character. Because I definitely think he is a character that's worth the power of summoning, right? His category is very wonky though, so keep that in mind because I promise you, in like a week or two's worth of time, you're not going to find this guy on the friends list. So that is another, negative that I have for this character. But overall, the fact that we're getting representation from Wrath of the Dragon, um, we're getting better versions of these characters, which is badly needed in Dokkan. Definitely 2 thumbs up in my opinion. The Super Attack animations look flawless, absolutely beautiful. Dokkan really nailed it in that department. But overall, I think this little filler celebration right before Golden Week is looking pretty promising. Let me know what you guys think of LR Tapion and the new awakening for Trunks. Let me know how excited you guys are for the new mode for Baton Battle coming, and everything else that we have for this little Tapion celebration. And with that, that's going to do it for this one. I know it was kind of a long one, so hopefully you guys stuck through it till the end. And I guess with that, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, your boys clogging out. Shadow X. See you guys in the next one.